Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you. Once in a while, I still help train the Alaskan Scouts.
Passing on the skills to a new generation, huh?
Campbell told me about the situation here. I thought I might be of some use.
There's no one I'd rather have in a foxhole than you.
Well, I know lots about survival in a harsh environment. I've lived in Alaska longer than you, so call me if you have any questions about the flora or fauna out here. My frequency is 141.80.
Alright, cool. Let's go. Yeah, as I was saying, you're gonna realize that I'm gonna talk a lot of shit. I'm gonna make weird noises. I'm gonna do random impressions. And just generally be awkward and weird. But you're gonna get used to that because this is even harder to do than a live comm. Like, it's not just a live comm, it's a live entire fucking game. So it's hard to like know what to talk about the whole time.
I moved the Darker Chief to the cell in the first floor basement.
What about the vent shaft cleaning?
They just opened the vent covers. They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell? Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed 3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth? There's an intruder besides me?
Anyway, I want you to increase the security detail on the Chief.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard to like have things to say the entire time. Hopefully I'll be better at it by the time we get closer to like Ground Zeroes and Phantom Pain. But yeah, there's gonna be times where I'm quiet, and it's also because like Metal Gear Solid 1 is like, well, it's my childhood, and up until like last year when I first got my PS4, it was my favorite Metal Gear Solid. To be fair, it didn't have much competition. I'm gonna ignore this call as well, by the way. For anyone who's seen, why am I coming along all the way along here for? Actually, I could use it. Okay. For anyone who's seen Metal Gear Awesome, they know how I feel. I know how to use the ladder. I don't need a fucking codec call for it. What was I gonna say? Yeah, it didn't have much competition, like 2 and 3. Not my favorite Metal Gears. Although they are better than Peace Walker, I'll say that. But yeah, Metal Gear Solid 1 was my favorite Metal Gear, and then I played 4 when I got my PS4, and oh my god, I fell in love.
Use the elevator to change floors. There should be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Cheers, Colonel, that was hugely insightful. Yeah, like Metal Gear Solid 1 for years and years and years was my favorite game, you know, outside of Halo. But I see Halo in a like, different way from Metal Gear, you know, because I don't really like. Obviously, I love the Halo campaigns, but they're not why I play Halo. I play Halo because it's like, you know, multiplayer, right? When I play Metal Gear, I'm playing it for the story, for the single player campaign, right? Because that's all it is. And yeah, the reason I got my PS3 was so that I could get the whole Metal Gear series at the time, which was 1, 2, and 3, and Peace Walker, and 4, obviously. And when I played Metal Gear Solid 4, like, oh my god, the game, like, it has everything, and especially like I mean, I don't want to give away spoilers, but the return to Shadow Moses Island, oh my god, like, it just brought back so many memories, and it hit me right in the feelers, you know? It's just so good. And I can't wait to play Ground Zeroes on the campaign. To see if they're better. I mean, well, I'm pretty sure that the campaign is going to be better. But, ooh, look at the radar. Look at the...
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
I said it first, bitch. Oh yeah, there he is, just chilling.
Snake, if you want to go up or down a ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
Ow, my ear. Yeah, some people will get that Metal Gear Awesome reference, but yeah. You will notice that this game is notoriously known for its long cutscenes, and man, there is a huge one coming up. So I'm going to be quiet for a while, which is good because I think someone just came upstairs and they're probably going to come in and make it hard for me to talk, so yeah.
Is that a woman?
Not
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Who's that?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I'm the pawn they sent here to save your worthless butt.
Really? It's true. You don't look like one of them. In that case, hurry up and get me out of here.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They could launch a nuke.
How do they plan to launch? I thought this place was just for keeping the dismantled warheads. They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
A weapon with the ability to launch a nuclear attack from any place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Metal Gear. It can't be.
You knew? Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a god-forsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves. We were going to use this exercise as raw data, and then proceed to mass production. If it hadn't been for the revolution.
Revolution?
Rex has fallen into the hands of terrorists.
Rex.
Metal Gear Rex. The code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling and equipping weapons.
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
But I thought that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to input.
Oh, you mean PAL? Yes, of course, there is a PAL. It's set up so that you need to input 2 different passwords in order to launch the device.
There are 2 passwords?
Yes, Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker? The president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can be no launch. But they found out my password.
You talked?
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You can't resist.
Psycho Mantis?
One of the members of Foxhound. He has psychic powers.
This is bad.
It's just a matter of time before they get Baker's too.
If they find out Baker's password...
Yes, they'll be able to launch a nuke anytime. But there is a way to stop the launch.
What?
The card keys.
Card keys?
They were designed by Arms Tech, the system developers, as an emergency override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys and engage the safety lock.
And if I do that?
Yes. You can stop the launch.
That card key.
So where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys. Do you know where they might be keeping Baker?
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
2nd floor basement?
I heard the guards say they moved him to an area that has a lot of electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium. As you approach the door's security devices, they'll read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will open automatically. Gotcha. Okay, I'm gonna get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
What is it?
You haven't heard any other way to disarm the PAL, have you? From your bosses or anyone?
No.
Are you sure you haven't heard anything?
I just said no.
So does the White House plan to give in to the terrorists' demands?
That's their problem. It has nothing to do with my orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon? What is it?